Hello and good morning. My name is Abu Talha. My matric number is A20EC3022. I'm the representative who is going to present our project. Our project is about Srijaya Online, which is a company called Srijaya, which is based on a company called Srijaya Technologies, who are famous for selling electronics and other computer goods. So basically, for this project, for this sprint one especially, here is our sprint one agile board. So for our project, we wanted to make a landing page, a login page, a sign up page. We wanted to do authentication with Google. We wanted to add an app icon. We wanted to integrate Firebase authentication, which is the normal authentication using email. And we wanted to add a reset password feature. We also initially wanted to add Facebook authentication, but due to some technical difficulties, like basically it's not working. We have been trying for the past um, 1 week. This feature is not working, therefore we are not going to add this in our app anymore. So this is basically all the features that we wanted to add are done and correctly working in our app. This is our um, organizational GitHub for our project. Basically, we all made our own branches and pushed the code into our GitHub. That's how we basically worked for this project. Now we are going to show the code. So this is the code for our app. Let me start with the PubSpec YAML. In the PubSpec YAML, we can see in the assets, under the assets, we have added all the images that we are going to need for the project. Basically, we have added the entire image folder. We added this image folder, and we are going to use all the images that are available here. Also, we are going to add more images here for the future sprints. Then we also added other dependencies so that our authentication works correctly. We added dependencies like Firebase Core, Firebase Auth, Google Sign-in, and Facebook Sign-in, Facebook authentication. But we are going to remove this since we are no longer using this. Okay, so when we go on to the main page, we can see that the home is assigned to the landing page, which means the landing page will be shown first when we run the app. Now, this is the landing page of the app. As we can see, let me show you the code for the landing page.dart. We have used a lot of UI related widgets so that our app looks exactly as we want. We have used sized box, we have used image assets, we have used columns and shadows and other columns and containers so that the app looks exactly as we want. And then when we click on the get started, we go to the login page of our app. This is the login page of our app. Let me show you the code for this. Um, okay, so this is the code for our login page. So we have, as we can see, that we have used a lot of widgets such as images. We have used a lot of images, and so as we can see that we have used a lot of positional widgets such as column containers and columns, and we have used a lot of properties such as margins and paddings so that all of our UI looks exactly how we want. Um, Also, as we can see that, as mentioned earlier, we have used all the images that are available in the image folder over here. Now, all the inputs that the user enters are entered in the text field widgets, and once and after and also we used uh, gesture detector widget for forgot your password for this line and for this line. Don't have an SGO account, create. So basically when we click on this text, we are going to get different responses, and we did this using the gesture detector widget over here. As we can see, forgot password. Also, we made this text two colors by using the rich text widget, as we can see over here. And we also use gesture generator with this one. So let's click on create. So when we click on create, we move on to the sign up page. So let me show you the code for our sign up page. This is the code for our sign up page. And also I forgot to mention that all of these UI that we are seeing right here right now will be the same for every phone, because we are using this media query, and we are taking the width, size and the width, and then we will be changing, we will be get setting the containers heights and lengths according to this, meaning that these widths and heights are dynamic and will change according to the device of the user. So now, um, these are text field widgets. This is an image. This is an image. This is an elevated button, and this is again a rich text with a gesture detector in it. So uh, let me create an account and show you how our app works. Let me first enter a name, and let me enter my email, and let me enter password 1234567 8. So now once I sign up, as we can see, we have moved on to the login page. That is because uh, here we can see we are using the Firebase instance, and we are using the method create user with email and password, meaning, and we are taking the email and password of the user to create a user. And after a user has been authenticated, we are going to move the user to the login page. And as we can see, the user has now been moved to the login page. And if you check our Firebase, we can see that the email that we entered, let me refresh. As we can see, the email that we entered is now currently in showing in our Firebase. Okay, now let's say we want to enter the app. Let's enter. Let's say we entered the password and the email graduate.utm.my, and then we entered the password 1234567 8. Click on login, and then we move to this test page where basically we can see if the user has been actually logged into the system. This is basically the new page .dart. Here we are basically fetching the data from Firebase. Here, Firebase auth.instant current user email. We are going to show the current user's email, the user that has just logged in. Once I log out again, what if I forget the password and I cannot remember it? What I can do now is click on this text over here and use a gesture detector, and it is going to ask me for an email, and the email will be sent to that email. Okay, now if I enter talhabw at graduate.utm.my, it's going to send a reset, and we can reset our password using the email. And if you click on OK, we are going back to the login page. But if we click on graduate.utm.my, but if you click on cancel, it will just stay here. We will just stay here in this page, and we can enter more emails to log in to the system. But what if we just enter a random email that is not currently registered in the system? For example, this email, which is not currently registered in the system. If we reset password, it says the email does not exist in our database. So the emails that will only work for password resetting are the emails that are currently uh, over here, basically in the authentication page. Once a reset email link has been sent, uh, we can use this reset email link. It looks something like this, and we can use this link to change our password. Now we are going to show the last feature of our system. Let's say we don't have an HJO account and we want to log in using Google. We wanted to integrate Facebook, but later we decided not to. So if we click on this Google icon, and then we have to just enter the name and the password. For example, let's say um, we enter a Google account, safayet273 at gmail.com, so that we can log in using Google, and then we enter the password. Okay, now we entered the password and clicked on next. And then we will be using our phone to verify if it's actually us or not. So let me get my phone and okay, as we can see now, if you agree to the terms of service, we will be logged in as the we will be logged in using our Google account. Okay, now you're signed in. So basically, that's uh, all the all the features that currently is provided uh, in our app right now. Let me show you the code for the forget password page. Here is the code for the forget password. Okay, so as we were saying, we are going to show you the code for the forget password page and the authentication page. This is the code for the forget password page. So basically, this is a stateful widget, and we are going to basically here we mentioned that password recent link has been sent, and we are going to use the alert box widget. And if the user presses cancel, we are going basically popping. Basically, we are going to show the same page so that the user can enter more emails if they want. But what if the user clicks on OK? If the user clicks on OK, the user will be sent to the login page. Um, and if there is an exception, Firebase exception, which means uh, that this user does not actually belong in our database, so then what happens is that this alert box is shown, alert dialog is shown, which is this email does not exist in our database. Uh, that's it for the forgot password page, and this is the authentication of Google services or Google authentication code. So we are going to be using Google sign in and sign in methods. We are going to be using credentials such as the access tokens and the ID token. And if these are correct, we are going to sign in the user with credential, and with this credential, basically, we are going to sign in the user with these credentials. That's it for our presentation. I hope you understand that the Flutter and Android emulator is a resource consuming software. So that's why we had technical difficulties during our live presentation. We're sorry for that, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.